Frankfurt just offered white peace. So didn't expect me with. Yeah.
I think he just wanted to wipe my stack of 15 that was trapped in Rome.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll accept white peace.
Must be Nemo says, by the way, Bukhara is not a player and it's doing better than Jake. A lot of people are doing better than Jake.
Oh, he wants to white piece you. Oh, okay. Never mind. Forgot I was
Yeah.
the war leader.
But that's alright. We continue on despite the troubles. Jeez, I could have had that force limit a long time ago. That would have helped. Would have helped a lot. Now I can field half an army. Yeah, I could probably defeat half of a German stack with that. Alright, now Jin is coalitioning me. Do they have anything
You had
that
Rome?
belongs to us?
I did.
Or rather, should belong to us.
They were the only ones I could declare war on to lock this up. And it didn't.
Alright,
Now
yeah.
Wu and Yan.
It didn't even end up helping us any, because I don't know if this is... I just
The
messed
same
up.
Yan that I decided I
finishing
wanted
the
to
war against the papacy,
vassalize.
It let Portugal call France and Spain in,
It's a shame.
but whatever. Can you even transfer? No, you can't. Yeah. See, all of my sieges went to you in Portugal because I wanted to give it to my vassal, but it wouldn't even let me siege stuff in my own name, apparently.
Jake, why don't you have the force limit idea and quantity already? I would probably be lining my way to military tech 19 so that I could wipe out the knights. And you know what? That worked. Thank God it did. This Chinese border gore has got to stop. Sima Yi is on the march. Right, there we go. Now what do we even do with you?
Right, that's that
Probably
sort.
just full annex you and sell you province by province since you're all cored. Otherwise I'll leave you with one province. Not that there's anything too wrong with that. And hey, I own Datong. Kind of cool. I mean, there's all this aggressive expansion. People don't like me around here. Ugh, allied with Korea. I would not get access over there, I don't think. No, we'll just full annex and sell the provinces. However, I will help out by converting them first. Yeah, this is another problem that'll need to be sorted with a bit of conversion, but that's alright. We've got the strongest missionaries around. Might even pick the missionary strength deity as the next one, just for giggles. We're due a new leader shortly. Whew. That's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Let's get old state man on the go. And yeah, money for monarch points any day. That's fine, Callum. Me and the knights have reached a new and better understanding.
Okay.
Oh, it'll be easy to achieve religious unity, so free mission there. Jake, why are you not taking any coastal provinces and building a 100% warship navy to stop the ink of outsider in China? Well, it wasn't originally the plan not to have any ports, it's just the way the game panned out. I was going to integrate the Chinese guys and have all this rich Chinese coast and everything would work out, but obviously that didn't work out. But that's okay. Let's get that extra missionary strength, just to shave off even more time from these. Not that there's any need to do the missionary trick on top of that. Yeah, even Sikh provinces. Kapow. Jake, spell honor in American English, then you can fit the knights. Never. That's not how I float. Hindu state religion, but they sure weren't able to convert that. Still, it is a core that I should be getting back from my men. I need to annex you. But I'll do it after I sell this land. Well, I have to convert it first. Alright, we convert that, we finish off Shu. We need to expand our influence. We're almost back to as good as we were when we started this stream. So you could say that accepting the Prussian peace offer set me back by 6 hours. It's alright, Tibet will pull through.
How do you continue to fight on 0 morale on every unit? God!
Ottomans doing what they do best. Oh, you're the one. You're the one that fought them.
Great generals too.
Are you going to go north through Bukhara or through Persia and Ottomans?
I'll help Warsangali with the Ottomans.
I'm up for killing the Ottoman as well.
You know, if everyone else is getting in on that. I do not make dirt from trade. Granted, I haven't been looking at it since the start of the game, but these trade nodes, not so hot. Don't even think we own any centres of trade.
I swear
well,
my nation's blessed.
We've got one here now, but...
My king just came of age and his heir is a 364.
And you got that event giving you plus 2 mil.
Yep, I'm 5-4 for 6.
Glorious. Alright,
So,
I need to get lucky, if not I'll get these multi-nats.
48,000
If they go up to
troops
90,
here
I'll just
and,
harsh treat them. It's only 50 mil.
No, I know I lost most of my.
I'll just imagine I got a bad event. Oh boy, that's unlucky.
Yeah.
That's incredibly unlucky. Come on, convert
Don't
faster,
worry, my
guys.
friend. I will smash them.
That is incredibly unlucky. Wow, that's expensive. Well, let's just imagine I got a really bad event.
Well, I can't really help you, Worsengali. I can't reach the Ottomans.
That should collapse them into confusion so I can get holy war on
Yeah,
them.
that's all good. Your numbers are more than enough to swing peace deals.
Alright.
Provided they don't de-siege that fast enough, but good money is on the Confucian zealots. God.
Hello, Scotland.
Jake, what is your agreement with the knights? The agreement was that they fought well.
Very
but
weird place for Scotland to spawn.
the war is over. In
Oh,
fact,
it's
I'm
released as a vassal.
so convinced that it's over, we're getting ourselves right out of there. Come on, shoe collapse.
Wait, Russia, not Russia. Germany keeps their Prussian ideas.
Yeah, Germany doesn't have ideas. You keep the ideas of whoever formed it.
That's mildly terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Tech 20.
What? Jeez. I think I'm going to get rebs no matter which way I cut this. Jake, how are the Knights, Inca and Shitatsu doing? Well, the Inca must be doing really well. Look at them. Look at the size and the wealth of them. Bear in mind they're going to have pretty much full cultural union, other than the lands that they annexed earlier on, which I'm sure are in their culture group. And South America is pretty wealthy. Maybe not with base tax, but with the trade goods. He says, clicking on the fish and grain. There we go. Tea, tobacco, sugar. They got it. By Jove, they've got it. Jake, the Knights will backstab you. They're holding 100,000 men in China just to get this miners. Are you that foolish? Don't trust them. Hey, you were the guy that was telling me to, You were the guy that was telling me to break truce on them again. And whilst I don't disagree with the sentiment, gee, my country's a mess. Oh well, we're still alive. I got UA's land back. At least I can be thankful for that. I'll keep an eye on the Knights, make sure they're not fabricating more claims around this area. That would hurt me.
That's pretty impressive by Caradale.
Not that he needs it, he has full exploration.
Since they do start off as
Or rather
one of those
expansion.
nations that can form Tibet or something.
Doesn't matter if I take attrition here. Manpower's not an
Aren't
issue
they?
right now. I need to get over there because there's definitely going to be a revolt. Despite me spending all my glorious mill to stop it. I just got very unlucky. 23% revolt, and it happened time after time. But that, as they say, is the spirit of the game. Sola Justo says, did somebody attack Jake? Actually, I think the only player to attack me was Calm, and they got annexed for it.
I've got low legitimacy.
All the other players I've been fighting were
Westernized
ones
anyway.
that I attacked. Which is fine. I would rather have good fun fighting other opponents than simply dominate this game. And the Knights definitely gave me that. Oh
I don't really
boy,
think
did the
we're going
Knights
to
give
get
me
anything
that.
better than White Peace out of Portugal at this point.
Yeah. I think you're correct.
But then fighting together with players is fun as
Oh,
well.
oh, okay.
So I will definitely be joining in
It's so frustrating.
I wanted to smash the last army there.
with fighting the Ottomans. So, how long until the big Ottoman fight?
I'm ready now. I can declare on Tunis and have a separate war with the Ottomans.
Wait, who's telling me that?
Gonna,
Ah, here.
yeah.
There we go. Double missionary bug for those that keep asking about it. I stuck 2 missionaries on Kangara, so they're going to have a progress of 28.2% per month. Progress of, wow, that's pretty good. It used to really lack finesse, but I think I've been able to refine that technique down quite a bit. So, Warsangali, tell me more about this Ottoman war.
I'm playing Pop the Ottomans at the moment.
Would you like assistance?
All assistance is definitely useful if we're going to make our way to Europe anytime soon.
I have no transports. Do you have any transports?
I have 27 that are currently surrounded by 16 heavies by the Ottomans, so they're not going anywhere.
Okay, I see. See, I'm trying to look at ways that I can get to the Ottomans. How about Hindustan? How many transports you got?
Boats? What are boats?
Don't bother asking me, I've got none either.
Somebody's asking about tech and ideas. There are my ideas: religious, diplomatic, and
I heard
quantitative.
knights have got quite a lot.
And tech, not bad considering I am stayed Chinese tech this game. And we had admin tech 4 for the longest time.
Wow, a level in admin tech cost me 222 admin power.
Must be nice.
Can't you
Nine.
get military access from Persia, Jake?
Persia hate me. In fact, they've rivaled me. Probably has something to do with me rivaling them.
Well, if you go Bukhara, Il, I can't even say their name, Eva, and that nation, that blue nation, you can probably get there. Oh, you still got all your...
Well, in about 2-ish years, I'll have a new set of 20 heavies to deal with the Ottoman stack.
If you can get boats to me, I can get roughly 50k troops to you, but my troops are Tech 19, so they will polish the floor with the Ottomans.
Very nice. Mine are 18, and I believe Ottomans are 17.
Ottomans are 8. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 17.
Cool. Yeah, don't worry, my troops have had a lot of practice dying to the knights. I'm far below my force limit, but my economy can't handle it.
They seem to have stopped throwing troops at me.
Maybe they ran out.
I really doubt it's due to being low on manpower.
Not complaining, mind. I'm just using this time to rebuild my stacks. They took a bit of damage.
Wait, how's your manpower doing?
It's seen better days.
I think you can gift manpower because I've got a load at the moment.
Yes, same here.
Yeah, I've hit my cap.
I haven't even hit my cap, and my cap is 159k.
Jeez. Yeah, testament to how rich Southeast Asia can be.
My force limit is 127. That's nowhere close to that.
Wow, you make my GDP trading in Bengal. Almost. You make 19.6 ducats there.
That I do. I get 25 ducats in total from trade, and that's without much of a trade fleet.
Yeah, my big long-term plans for trade in China pretty much collapsed as hard as China did.
At the moment, I'm westernizing, so going fairly painless. Although these rebels that will pop up soon. I'm not too
Oh! Game is no longer in sync.
Well, it's just about at the end, so that's pretty good time for it.
Okay.
I just got an error code.
Yeah, same here.
What's up?
We got an out of sync, so we figure let's call it there. It's just about midnight here in Great Britain anyway.
Yeah, you never realised that.
Yeah. Good session, everyone. Fairly hiccup free actually. It was either the Curse of Hess or the Curse of Revenant. Take your pick.
Both.
Why not both?
Alright, well there's just one session left, so the last 6 hours, let's see some carnage. In any case, see you guys in about 18 hours. Have a good night.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
See you
Good
later.
night.
See ya.
Deutschland über alles.
See ya.
Bye.
Whew. Okay, that concludes the 4th of 5 days of this multiplayer game. If it'll let me save. Game. Game. Game? Doesn't seem to want to let me rename it anymore. Let's hope that actually works there then. Yeah, it seems to have saved, but it doesn't give me a way to rename it. Oh well, hopefully that save works fine. Yeah, we'll give the game a once over for people that want to look, since we have another 10 minutes. And people seem to like looking across how the rest of the countries are doing. As for me, that was probably my worst of all the sessions. We started off, everything was looking so strong, we had some very big vassals that we were en route to integrate, but then I lost all my vassals, and we fought some disastrous wars with the knights, so let's use this opportunity to break down how that session went. I'll start off in Europe, since this is Europa. Prussia became Germany, obviously the greatest power in the game right now. Check that out. The force limit is probably a lot higher than that, since they have quantity. By the god, 57 provinces with 303 base tax. The undisputed power of Germany. I think even if the rest of the players were to band together against them right now, it would be of no consequence. Although they have managed to reach Tech 20. The Netherlands have done very... I'm actually quite proud of them, even though they are erect and erect and Utrechtlandia. Jeez, we got anything else? Scarland, Rechtland, Rectia, Rectum, FU France, Prusco. Yeah, so they started off as OPM Utrecht. They've done really well for themselves. Admittedly, they have been allied with Prussia the whole game, but maybe I should stop sounding so salted over that. Frankfurt have just been slithering their way south to escape the mess there, although I'm disappointed at the lack of attempt to wreck Spain, France, Portugal and the Ottomans. But, you know, Eurobabbies, what do you expect? Riga. Now, Riga is probably the one I'm most proud of in at least Central Europe. Check all that they've managed to do. Bear in mind, they only start out with this one province of Riga, surrounded by threats, and that Muscovy have bit into them a fair few times. They have managed to subjugate Scandinavia for their bidding. Our Africans, Air, Zazao and Warsangali, they're all similarly strong. Warsangali probably the strongest of them all. Warsangali is successfully westernized now. The others two did somewhat earlier. But Warsangali's still been able to keep up in tech and really lay the smack down. They've been at war with the Ottomans for quite some time. I'm really tempted to help them out there because they got balls. But nobody has bigger brass bollocks than Ragusa. They have been shat on for the entire duration of this game, but they're clinging on. Now, at the start of this session, they lost all of their provinces in this area, sans for New Ragusa, but they reclaimed Ragusa 2, Ragusa Prime, Bari Manilo, and Ragusa Bay. Wait, was it New Ragusa or Ragusa Prime that they were left with? It was one or t'other, it matters not. And despite going bankrupt and changing religion, they have set up a second home down in Ragusandria, Al Ragusa, Karagusa, Asyusa, and Quagusa. Legendary tactics. I'm very proud of that player. They've done a great job. North America, well, it's pretty much a free-for-all for the players here. You get colonizing and it's all yours. The Knights did a very impressive job sealing off the eastern seaboard. And the Inca, they've just been dominating. 109 provinces with an enormous force limit and a lot of tax base. The Knights have the highest tax base in the game? Well, there you go. One of the weakest starting nations has ended up, dare I say, the strongest. Their tech's pretty good, they're Western, and they're glorious reformed. Good job there. And they haven't been butting heads with Inca. One of the things I was trying to do in my war with them was force them to annul treaties with Inca. Unfortunately, I got my arse kicked in that war, but let's just try not to think about that. Our player for Shitatsu shows Chateau Gato had to step out, so it got taken over by another player. And they're doing, well, quite quietly, really. They've got their little home down under, and they seem quite content with that. Forgive me, it is just about midnight here. Now, Kutai had it rough this session. They got decked hard by Spain. Lost a lot of land, but they kept the cores, and there is Ake. Malacca and Key are vassals. Key getting all up in my face, but Key have been expanding. I've decided not to attack them for that. Might have something to do with me being incredibly weak, but I like to think I'm giving them a chance. The Knights. Oh, the Knights. If you missed it, the Knights and I came to blows over these provinces they took. They took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces, was it? And that, I wasn't going to let that happen, because Yue, I managed to get them back as my vassal after losing them. And I declared war on the Knights, thinking that I could get the quick kill on them. Well, I did to a degree, but then they built all the boats around, and they had an alliance with Inca, and they sailed over with 140,000 men. Western tech. They landed here, they obliterated me. I came back, I brought Tangu with me, but it wasn't enough. They took Jian from us, so we went back, we teched up to Miltech 19, and we walked right back in, stack wiped them, and took the land back. Plus an extra couple of provinces for our troubles. But we've decided to piece things over in honour of the Knights, and we'll become the new best of friends. After all, we can't forget the real threat of this game. There's only one more session left to go, so hopefully we'll have a land route and we'll be able to go for a free-for-all on Germany. Either that or I will be declared war on from all sides, because I have one of the weakest nations here. 196 base tax under me over 68 provinces, which, seeing it in numbers, that's a lot higher than it feels. Plenty of force limit though. And I think we have less China under our control than we did at the start of last session. In fact, I think we're actually weaker than we were at the start of this session, because, yeah, we lost Delhi. Delhi could have made us really rich down there. Still, we do what we must, because we can. Tangu doing really impressively. They've been very consistent throughout the whole game, just expanding, coring, vassalizing, taking wherever they need to be, and they've secured this area for plenty riches. You see, the Bengali trade node is worth $1. They've been capitalizing on that. The Hindustan player picked up from the wreckage of the Malwa player, who had to step out after watching their land get ravaged with Rebs. 1,500 ducats in debt, I believe. But it was taken over by Lucky, who is actually a very good player. They played as Siak at the start, but they got destroyed early game, so they stepped out. And Uge, the previous Malwa player, said, well, someone else can step into my Malwa into Hindustan game. And Lucky said, I'll give it a go, you scrubs, or something to that effect. And that is why we now have Hindustan, and they reclaimed all their cores and then some. They are now keen to show the Eurobabbies who's boss by punching their way through Persia, the Ottomans, and France to get to Germany. Well, someone has to show them how it's done. I will be in full support along their Silk Road. Can't wait to get backstabbed over that. I'm sure I've forgotten someone. If I have, too bad for them. If there's anything you want to see from this game, let me know in chat in the next minute. Otherwise, I'm going to pack it up, have a very late dinner, and then off to sleep for me. Jake, you broke She's name. She's name looks actually pretty good. That's how all names should be written. Jake, please check out Huron. Huron, wow, less base tax than me. That can't be right. That's Canada for you, I suppose. Huron's doing quite alright. Allied with the Knights, they even shipped over a couple thousand men to lay the smack down on me when I went to war with the Knights. God, the Knights are strong. Overseas expansion on everyone. Jake, who formed Manchu? Manchu was formed by the tribes themselves. I'm not sure which one. Don't think it was Haishi. I honestly can't remember. Jake, Sicily is part of Ragusa. I know. Has the following vassal, Sicily. So actually, let's have a look at Ragusa. They're even fighting the Ottomans. See, they've got that many balls. Ragusa truly is shining inspiration for us all. They've even lost their core on Ragusa. That's how grim things have gotten. But still, they've done well despite it all. Jake, did you go over to the Inca? Did you go over the Inca in detail? Potentially not. 298 base tax, 109 provinces. Rich South America. They're Christian, so they get all the income from gold provinces. If you are pagan, you get 2.5% of the gold income that Christian or other religious nations would get, and that is completely tied to being pagan. Even Buddhists and Hindus and Shintos, they all get full income from gold, which is 40 income per year per unit. It is 1 per year per unit if you are pagan, 2.5%. Pretty rough if you ask me. Jake, who owns California? That would be Portugal and Spain. Because, you know, why would Europe focus on taking out the big powers? Not when they can blob up here in the central, all allied to each other. Good job, Eurobabbies. Actually, what's up with Frankfurt? He seems to have lost all friends and is having to slink down south. Maybe he should ally with Ragusa, learn how to get some balls. Ragusa is also westernized. Actually, let's check which of all the nations are westernized. It was Ragusa. The Knights started western. Warsangali, Air, Zazao did. Hindustan have not. Tangu are currently westernizing. Kutai westernized, failed, and then did it again, so good job to you. Obviously, our Incan friends did. Shitatsu shows Chateau Gato, they managed. Who else is there that didn't start off Western tech? Lots of nations that started in this game have since died or been eliminated. Let's see if I can remember them all. Orleans, Navarra, Bremen, Brunswick, Hesse, Siena, Bosnia, Serbia, Wallachia, there we go. I think there was anyone up in this region or this region. Air and Zazao and Warsangali were all that survived in, well, all that came to the game. Who else is there as I slyly don't check the list of nations? Dum-de-dum-dum. Ah yes, we had a Trier player. They're gone now. Makassar is still around. They just formed Shitatsu shows Chateau Gato. Now we had Mawar and Nepal, but I think Nepal just dropped out straight away, so I munched them up. Yeah, Mawar got bullied early game by the Malwa player. Shame on you. We had a Mongolia player. They got rest and wrecked by the Oirat. Karadel's doing well. Don't they start off with just one province or something similar? Whatever the case, good job to them. Revolter state, mind. I don't think we ended up getting a Cyprus player. I thought they... Oh no, we had somebody that came back in as Cyprus in the province of Hellhole. I'm afraid you died. We also had Yamana. That player got eaten up by the AI fairly early on. Yes, how could I forget? It was Jared, and I'm not going to fool myself by pretending to know where it was. No, let's take a guess. Let's take a guess. I'm fairly sure it's... yeah, that looks about right. I'm sure it was around here. Where the Jared player? They're gone now. And that's gone past midnight, so unless there's anything else in the chat, we are going to call it quits there. Funk Missile, our Ragusa player, says, don't you worry, I'm keeping France and Spain in check. Well, thank you, Funk Missile, for being one of the only European players with some gall. And that's our game. Thanks everyone for joining. The final session will begin in about 18 hours. Hope to see you then. Otherwise, have a wonderful night. And there is still Grayskin to settle for, and it is Zizao who has settled for it. So that makes them the worst of the Africans. Even though I have some kind of respect for them. Wait, they're kind of blurple coloured. And they're grayskin. Grey plus purple makes this colour. Victoria 3 confirmed. Good night.